Hey guys, Katie here. Welcome back to my channel. So my phone has been dead for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and I finally got it fixed last night. My battery was completely dead or blown out or whatever from, I guess, heat or whatever the guy said, and also my charging port was bad, so got both of those replaced, and not so much so on wood that everything is going to be okay now. But yeah, it's really true or whatever that how much my life, at least, and I'm sure most people's lives, especially nowadays, lives really revolve around this tiny little fucking device. Because my clock in my room is even broken, so I literally didn't even know what time it was without my phone. So it's just, yeah, my entire world is completely controlled by my phone. So, and we don't have internet access here either. I have unlimited data on my phone, so we don't really need internet or anything here. Um, so yeah, I had no way to do anything. And honestly, my mom's phone is much older than mine. I think mine is like 3 years old now. I think I got it brand new the day it came out. It's a Samsung uh, Galaxy S20 FE or whatever, which is still a good phone, in my opinion. And so, yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to let you guys know that that's why. I don't know if anybody has tried to message me and it hasn't gone through. That could be why. Or if anybody who has my number has texted me or tried to call me and it hasn't gone through, that's why. So yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that. But it's working again, and yeah, and that's also why I haven't made a video, haven't been on Instagram at all, haven't been on anything because of that. I couldn't even sign into my email address through my mom's account because it needs a two-step verification process where it needed to send a code to my phone, which of course I wasn't able to do because my phone was completely dead. So it's like, my God, even if I want to try to do anything to get into any of my accounts on anything else, it's like I literally can't do anything without my phone regardless. So it's just like, my God. Anyway, so that was a stressor, but it was also a blessing because since of course, like I said, we don't have internet, I couldn't watch anything, so I started watching my movies, because I think I've stated in quite a few of my videos that I buy all these movies, but I haven't really watched any in a while, and there are reasons, but none of them make sense to anybody but me, so I'm not going to try to explain it or anything, but yeah, so I wanted to first start out, well, first I want to show a couple of Halloween things that I have gotten here lately. You guys know also Halloween is my lifestyle, so this is the most exciting time of the year for me. So first off, I got this shirt right here. It's a Beetlejuice button-up shirt. I don't have a button up, of course. I prefer wearing it just like this. But this was at Walmart. I think it was $17, so $16.90 something, basically $17. So I got this. And I already got hair on it. And then we found this Halloween 2 shirt. Is it 2, right? Yeah, Halloween 2. I got it in a 2X. I believe these ones. Jag, can we move, please? Go. Jag. Come on, honey. Thank you. think these ones are $7.98, so $8. I think that's it from Walmart. I got this bag right here. It's just like a tote bag at Big Lots for $2.99. So that was awesome. And then I found this cool, awesome black, it's the hand. And each one of the fingers does have a wick. So, but I love this so much. It's an unscented candle. And it was $7.99 from Big Lots. So love this. And then the last thing, I'm not going to show you everything but when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, why do I love this so much? I don't know if I want to keep these green or not, because yes, I do love green because it goes with Beetlejuice and everything, but you know, I may want to have it black, but the sand in here is black, and it does actually work as a hourglass, or sand out, what? One of those, sand hourglass things. I lost what, but I hope you guys can see that it is actually running through there, but it's a black sand. So, and this was at Dollar General, and this was $5. So, but yeah, and they have Dollar General is doing pastel Halloween. Like last year their theme was black and white for the aesthetic, but this year it's like pastel Halloween. So that's not my style at all, but like I said, when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, what the fuck is this called? An hour time glass thing? Anyways, I had to have it, because like I said, I don't know if I want to keep this green, because I can put it with my other Beetlejuice stuff, or I could paint this black and have it be with my just black and white or black decor stuff. So, but anyways, when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, I have to have that. Really? Alright, sorry about that. She scared the shit out of me. I did not notice that she was over there, so when she jumped, it's like, holy fuck. Okay, anyways, so next I wanted to go over, and if you guys want to skip this part, I'll try to put a timestamp whenever I'm editing, when I'm done with this part, but I wanted to go over the movies that I have watched so far. Like I said, with my phone breaking, it was also a blessing, because, you know, it actually made me watch movies, because it's not that I don't want to watch the movies that I get, because of course I want to watch every single one that I get, otherwise why would I get it? It's just, like I said, it doesn't even really make sense to me on why, so I'm just really not going to get into it. But I'm really happy that I was able to watch quite a few movies, even some seasons and stuff. And so on Thursday, hopefully, if we're doing the podcast, and if my dumbass is able to make it there, because things just seem to not be working out lately with me being on the podcast and stuff, but hopefully things will start working out better, but that I will have stuff to talk about, actually, because I've actually been watching stuff. Anyways, okay, so and some of this stuff is stuff that I haven't shown yet, that I just got in from the end of July. Wonka. From the end of July, from some of my whatnot orders, which that's going to be what I do last, is going over my hugest haul from Brian Sells It All, who I been talking about a lot. He actually did a horror show, and I got a lot of stuff from that, and that's what I want to share last. And some of these are going to be, that I watched, of course, are going to be from what I got from him. And they're just kind of going to be all over the place either. It's not all just horror that I've watched. So, but another seller that I just recently bought from in July, towards the end of July, his name is D Strong. I got this from him, Stranger Things, because I believe I sold my Blu-ray part of this set, so I just wanted to go ahead and get the whole thing back, because I think I've only watched this once before, because I haven't had Netflix now in like a couple of years or something, and so yeah, I wanted this set back. So, and everything's in there too, so, but I went ahead and rewatched Stranger Things Season 1, and really want to get the rest of it, so I can see what else is going on with that, because it is a good show. And then I finally got this one too, I believe from D Strong as well. I think I got these for $2 to $4, something like that, for the seasons. I can't remember exactly, but this has been on Hamilton Book for like months and months, and I've always kept wanting to get it because it's from executive producer M. Night Shyamalan, and it's Matt Dillon in Wayward Pines. And this was a good show. I don't really think I understood the ending quite as well, so I do want to give this a rewatch actually. But it's a 10 episode event, and 440 minutes. So, but yeah, it was just the ending that I like wasn't sure like which one was the truth type of thing. So, but it was a pretty good show though. And then I finally watched Wednesday. I think this was 8 episodes for this first season. It was okay. I mean, it was, I don't know honestly what I was expecting from Wednesday, to be honest. But it's not that I hated it or anything, it's just, I don't know. But I'm interested in seeing season 2 and seeing what just happens in the series, I guess. I don't know how long this is going to go on for or anything, but it definitely, I don't know what I was expecting from this, like I said, because, I mean, it's just like any basically high school teen drama thing, just with the usual twist of stuff like this. So, I mean, I don't know. Anyways, let's see. I did watch some stuff, of course, that I've already seen before, like Purge Election Year. I rewatched that one. And I re-watched Breaking In. Still both solid movies. And rewatched I Kill Giants. I mean, this is okay for what it is. You know, I get it, but I don't know. I kind of wish it really was about giants, you know, but I mean, I like that it's talking about mental health and stuff. I do appreciate that for sure. It's, you know, taking a very serious issue on what she's going through and everything, and everything. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. That one's just an interesting one. Okay. And then also I rewatched Extraordinary Measures. For some reason I thought this movie was more like John Q, where, you know, I knew like Brandon Fraser, his kids were sick, kind of like how John Q. Now I'm not even sure. How is it on John Q? I don't know, something about where he takes like the hospital hostage type thing or something. I don't know. Now don't even know if I'm remembering John Q right. But I thought it was going to be something like that, but that is not this movie at all. So, really goes to show that I definitely need to rewatch a lot of movies that I've only seen like once or twice, like a long time ago. When is this one from? Yeah, this is 14 years ago that came out in 2010, so. And then I watched, Murder in Greenwich. And this was shot in an interesting way. And this is the true story of one of the most talked about murder cases in America. It's on the unsolved murder of 15-year-old Martha Moxley. So, give me a second. Alright, sorry, I think the cats they're just waiting to get into a fight with each other. Sorry, I'm trying to stop it, but... Okay, anyways, but it has, Maggie Grace playing, Martha Moxley. And yeah, I like the way that they actually shot this movie. Was not how I expected it, or how I really seen a lot of these kinds of movies made. So, I definitely recommend this one. And then watched Road to Perdition, and I've never seen this one before. And this one is from, 2002. 22 years. But this one was pretty good too. Oh, man. This one, like Tom Hanks, plays kind of the bad guy, but also not really, because he's still the hero in trying to save his son, even though he's like, I guess, spoilers if you haven't seen this one, in a way, but, you know, he plays like a mobster hitman, assassin guy or whatever, but he's, you know, still playing the good guy, though, because he's, you know, avenging his family and trying to save his son and everything like that. So, I don't know, I'd like to... Has there ever been a movie where Tom Hanks has actually really played, like, the real bad guy? Because, you know, this still fit his, you know, stereotypical role or whatever, so... But it was still kind of interesting, though, because, I mean, he was kind of cold-hearted in a few... Alright, give me a second again, sorry. I swear. Try to have a good time, finally have some stuff to talk about, and finally am able to do some talking about it, and just everything goes wrong. Fucking yesterday, as soon as I got my phone fixed, you know, because again, since my mom's phone sucks so bad and everything, I really haven't even been talking to my boyfriend Joe for like almost the past 2 weeks. Like, we've barely spoken. And called him up to say, hey, finally got my phone fixed, because, you know, we didn't know if it was going to work or how much it was going to be, so I didn't tell him beforehand. And So I called him and said, hey, phone's working now and everything, and it was like 104 degrees or whatever was our high, and it was like 3-4 o'clock when I went and got my phone, so it was almost at peak high temperatures, and our car does not work well in high temperatures. It's hard to explain what it is. Something dealing with the fuel injectors, something like that, and it won't stay started sometimes, and you have to do this trick where you keep your foot on the gas and the brake at the same time when you're stopped, or I don't know how to explain it, but it's something that I cannot do. My mom can do it and Joe can do it. I am not able to do it. I will end up getting into an accident if I even attempt to try. I already know it because my brain can't comprehend using both feet with both pedals. It's just, I'm not able to do that kind of difficult thing. Anyways, so, once I called him, I was, the place is just right up the street from us. And so I was just picking it up and I was coming back home. I didn't know that he was going to ask me because he doesn't have a car right now. And, we're low on money, so he's not able to do Uber or anything like that. So he was going to, I guess, ask me for a ride, which of course, how am I supposed to know that? And so when I told him, well, the car is getting hot because it's so hot out already, and I could tell that I don't want to end up getting stuck somewhere, because again, he doesn't have a car. We only have the one car me and my mom share. I have no other family. I have no real friends here anymore, that I could just call up out of the blue and be like, hey, can you help me? No, I can't. No. So if I'm stuck, I'm stuck. And so I wasn't gonna, no, especially in 104 temperatures. And so you could just tell just by me saying, it's too hot and I don't want to risk getting stuck, that his whole attitude changed. Like, okay, so your girlfriend of over 10 years now finally gets her phone fixed, so we could be able to talk now anytime we want freely and text, which we haven't been able to do in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. And because she doesn't want to get stuck when the issue dealing with the car, and doesn't want to get stuck out in the boiling heat, can't give you a ride to go get a pack of cigarettes, you're just not happy now. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you're taking away the fact that I finally have my phone back, and the fact that we can actually talk to each other now, and that I can know at least what fucking time it is. You're gonna take that away from me. All because it's too hot, which is not my fault. It's not my fault that the car is the way that it is right now, because, that's probably going to cost a lot to get that fixed. And because I can't give you a ride to go get fucking cigarettes. Like, you're the first person I wanted to call to let you know that my fucking phone was fixed. And it's like, now I wish I never would have told him. I never would have called him. And now I'm wanting to make this video to start talking about, hey, the fact that I've actually been watching movies so I can have someone to talk to about it. Because this is like sounding like a pity party, but I don't have anyone to talk to. Like, literally, I don't have anyone to talk to. And so I was just wanting to say in here right now, like, hey, I've been watching some movies, and here's what I've been watching, and here's a little bit of what I thought. And then the cats are just going crazy right now. Every single time I try to record, it's always something dealing with the cats. And sometimes it's cute. And right now, it is just like, does everybody just want to destroy any little tiny bit of happiness that I'm trying to feel? Trying to give myself or whatever and destroy it. Sorry, that was a really long-winded rant. It just has been a very, very, very stressful few weeks, and I just thought getting my phone back yesterday was really going to start making things better, but it hasn't. So, but let's continue on. Hopefully Jigsaw's over here in the window, Wonka's over there. Hopefully they're just stay where the fuck they are and stay away from each other. But alright, next I watched 40-Year-Old Virgin, which is a classic still. Just a little, the thing with the chest waxing is a little over the top, but other than that, I still think that this movie's great. It's fucking funny. And then I also did Little Miss Sunshine, which is just great. It's, yeah, classic too. And then this one I can't give a rating for because I thought this was going to be a movie about it, but it's actually a documentary, and it actually shows you, like, it goes into the crime scene and it shows you actual footage of the bodies, so just be warned about that. This is A Nightmare in Las Cruces, one of the most notorious unsolved crimes in history. It is a powerful film based on actual events involving two killers who walked into a Las Cruces bowling alley and changed the lives of 7 people and their families forever. So I've never heard of this case before. I don't know why. I watch plenty of true crime, so, but like I said, they actually show you footage, I guess, that the police took when they were, you know, doing a walkthrough and everything before, and there's kids, so just like I said, be warned on that one, because you don't see a lot of that, especially because, you know, most of the stuff I watch is on, like, on YouTube and stuff, and they don't, of course, allow that. And then I watched Slumdog Millionaire because this was such a huge movie when it came out, but I could remember nothing from it. Like, I honestly didn't even remember that this had anything to do with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So, but, yeah, I gave this movie, I did go ahead and do, I can't remember if it's Kenny or someone else who was talking about it, something, but I've been writing everything that I've been watching down, and I've been doing kind of like a star system, just 1 through 5, and I gave this one a 5, because it's just, it's got everything in it. You really care about the characters as you go through the story and everything like that, and it's a really solid story. You really begin to care about the characters, in my opinion, and everything, and yeah, I really liked it. So that's why I'm saying, like, on this one, like, this is a actual documentary about real people, so I would never give this one a rating, because I don't think you can rate something like that. Now, if it was just a regular, you know, movies with actors and stuff playing a role, even if it's a true story, that's a different thing, you know, so, and then watched this movie called Mother. And this is fucking... I thought it was going to be like a different kind of situation. But, I mean, it was a good movie. She'll Stop at Nothing. It was okay. Just not the kind of route it was going to go. This one is in Korean. But yeah, it went a little bit different than I thought. But I think this one was like a 3 stars. And then these next two are both also true stories. But they're movies based on it. Billionaire Boys Club. And it has Ansel Elgort, Kevin Spacey, Taron Egerton, and Emma Roberts. It's where these two guys try to start up like a scam organization, like a Ponzi scheme or whatever type thing. I didn't really understand a lot of the business part of this story, but I don't know. I kind of gave this one like 2.5. So, and then The Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson. This one, this is what it says. It says, inspired by true events, the film follows O.J. Simpson's ex-wife Nicole Brown Simpson in the last days leading up to her tragic death on June 12, 1994, as seen from her point of view. It questions what role, if any, did Glenn Rogers, also known as the Casanova Killer, play in this murder. So, I think I've heard of the Casanova Killer, but I don't really know what much details about him or whatever. So, but I don't know. I don't know how much of in this movie, because again, my phone wasn't working, and that's what I hate, especially about true stories like this. Like, I'm gonna look up like how much detail of what they're showing is actually true. Like, did she actually meet Glenn in real life? You know, the way it shows in this movie. So is that really a possibility, or is it just that he was like in the area at the time and they're wondering because I don't know. So, but apart from the true part, because I don't know for sure what that is, but other than, like I said, the true part of what or what not of this, but this was a pretty good movie, about a 4, 3.5, 4. And then The Alpha Test. This one was actually really weird. Because, you know, I mean, it's about a robot. But it's like the robot doesn't have any of the usual robot rules. You know, the don't kill, don't, all that kind of shit. The robot just does whatever the hell it wants, kind of. So, but I mean, it wasn't bad, because this is from High Octane. You know, this is one of the Dollar Tree titles. I'm sure, you know, back in the craze of the Dollar Tree days, quite a few of us probably grabbed this. But, I mean, like I said, for being a low-budget type one, I don't think it was that bad, actually. And I think they did, like, her makeup or whatever for her robotness. I think they did a pretty good job. Again, for, you know, something being a low-budget type thing. So, probably about 3.5 for this one. And then, again, I couldn't look any of this up to see what was true about this, but it says, based on the true story which inspired Silence of the Lambs. Bundy and the Green River Killer. So, I don't know, did they really go and talk to Ted Bundy to get information about the Green River Killer? Like, I know that Bundy did do a lot of, you know, like, interviews and stuff like that. But is this real? Like, did they really go to him? Like how they did in Silence of the Lambs. How they go to, you know, Dr. Hannibal to ask about Buffalo Bill and all that. So, that's just, like, really... And I didn't even know that there was anything based on Silence of the Lambs like that. So, it's really, really interesting. And this one, it focuses more... It doesn't really focus, like, on the victims or anything of really either one of them, because it does show a little bit of Bundy's history, as well as Gary Ridgway. But it focuses more on the detectives working the Green River case, as well as the psychologist who does the interview with Bundy and everything, and just those kind of interactions. But yeah, it really does not focus on the victims or anything, just on that process. But and this is a Phase 4 one, which again, you know, I think actually I got this one off of Hamilton Book, but you know, Phase 4 is kind of a lower budget kind of movie company too, I think. You know, and they don't make the blockbuster ones or whatever. But for this being on the lower budget side, I think they did a pretty good job. I just want to know, like, what parts, like I said, are true in this, on if they really did go to him or not. And, so I'd say, again, about a 3.5. And then, I watched, The First Nut Job. Usually at nighttime, even when I do watch my phone on streaming, and just like when I used to, before even streaming and all that kind of stuff, always during the nighttime, I'd usually like to have an animated movie playing on repeat at nighttime, because I just wanted something light and fluffy, whatever, playing while I sleep. Like during streaming, I'll usually put on Bob's Burgers, Rick and Morty, Family Guy, you know, whatever. So, but yeah, that's why I have The Nut Job. And I got quite a few more true story ones. Can't kind of guess the theme going on. But I got this Suburban Madness one. It's her and him are married, and they have a dental practice together, and he ends up cheating with a young dental assistant person, and she is a private investigator. So that's their stories. But what happens is she gets so angry and says she loves him, you know, her husband, so much and everything, that, you know, they try to make the marriage work. He says he's not seeing the chick anymore, all that kind of stuff, you know, but she hires her to make sure that they're not seeing each other anymore. And, you know, he actually still is sleeping together at a hotel. She goes to the hotel and ends up running him over and kills him. And let me see here. Running over her husband 3 times with her Mercedes-Benz in the parking lot. God, jig! Some call her a murderer, some call her a hero. You decide. So, that's that one. And then, she loved him so much, she shot him. The true story behind the notorious murder of the Scarsdale diet doctor, Mrs. Harris. And this has Annette Bening and Ben Kingsley in it. And I liked both of these, I think, pretty much equally. I think about 3.5 to 4 stars for each of these. Very different stories, though, of course. He's, you know, a doctor, and it doesn't talk much about it in here, but I guess he invented the Scarsdale diet. He wrote a book or whatever, which was a really big deal. And they're basically in a relationship for like 15 years or something like that, but he is constantly seeing other women, and she knows about it, and she lets it happen, or she still sticks around, basically, because he just wants it his way, no matter what. And yeah, she just, like it says, she loved him so much she shot him. I don't know how to really describe their... Oh, it's speed. That's what it was. Part of the diet or whatever. Like, it's been... I know I've seen, like, this on, like, the Discovery documentary shows and stuff like that. Of, like, women who kill and stuff like that. Like, the stories and stuff. She was a headmistress at a school, and, because again, they don't go really into anything dealing with the actual diet part, it's just all about their relationship, but, I just remembered that they did refer to it as speed. So she was drugged up and everything like that, which is probably part of what messed with her mind, state of mind and everything too. But he was prescribing it to her. And, but yeah, so that's, yeah, I don't know. It's a good movie, though. And then, this was another Dollar Tree title one. This is The Program. It's the movie about Lance Armstrong. And it's got Ben Foster and Chris O'Dowd. I think that's how you say his last name. This one was pretty good too. Again, 3.5, 4 stars. This was such a fucked up story. 'Cause, like, just, yeah. I mean, the way, yeah, he beat cancer, but then all the fucked up with the drug stuff and everything, and just how much lying and betrayal and everything, you know? You think you finally find someone that you can look up to and you can, I don't know, it's just really a fucked up story. And just how much he betrayed everyone. And it's just such a fucked up story. And then we got this Adopt a Highway one. I did not like this one at all. I may need to rewatch it, but I mean, it started out promising, but it was, you know, I thought it was going to be like he was fighting, you know, for the baby. Because it's basically, he gets out of jail, he's, you know, on parole, he's doing good, working, all that kind of stuff. And then somehow he finds a baby in a dumpster. And, I mean, I don't know why he doesn't call 911. He goes back into the restaurant where he's closing up at, and he can't get into the office at first because he doesn't have a key. So, but when he goes back to his hotel room, he dials 911, but then he immediately hangs up. So, but why he doesn't tell the truth right there and then, I don't know. Other than the fact that I think he wanted to keep the baby, which is like, so it's like, I don't know. It's just, it did not go where I thought it was going to go. It wasn't as good as I thought it could have been. So, like, a 1.5. It just, yeah. And then Frozen Ground. This is another true story one. What the hell is his name? Yeah, Robert Hansen. What was... He is, it's John Cusack, Nicolas Cage, and Vanessa Hudgens. John Cusack is the serial killer up in Alaska who takes prostitutes and everything. He holds them hostage for however long, but then he takes them to his cabin out in the woods area, and then he hunts them. He's a human hunter, whatever. But yeah, it's a sick fucking story, and he's a sick fucking individual. And Vanessa Hudgens is the one victim that was able to escape and helped lead them to him. So this is a wonderful movie. It's greatly acted by everybody, and yeah, I give this one a 4.5. And then just another one to have on. This one I've never seen before now, Bobbleheads. It has Jennifer Coolidge, Luke Wilson, and Cher playing some voices. Yeah, those are the only names I recognize. This one was pretty cute. Probably like 3.5. And unfortunately, this one skipped on me. Like, I think it was a little bit halfway through, because I know I've seen this one before, of course. But of course I don't remember every single detail, so, yeah. But I did try to watch this one, but it skipped, so now I gotta get me another copy of Fracture. Okay. Sorry, I know this is going to be a long one. I'm sorry, but I had to get, I guess, some stuff off my chest, which I do feel better now. And we got just, I don't know, like maybe 10 more to go through, and then we'll get into what I picked up. Hunter x Hunter. This one has Devon Sawa in it, which was really shocking because I haven't heard his name in forever. This was from 2020. This is a Scream Factory and IFC Midnight one. And it also has Nick Stahl. I know I'm saying his last name wrong, but he is where the fuck is his information at? And of course I can't think of anything right now other than the murder of Nicole Brown Smith and Bully. But Sin City. He plays the bad guy that turns like yellow or whatever. But anyways, Hunter x Hunter. This is a 5, so I highly recommend this one. And I'm not really going to say anything about it because I just rather leave it to who wants to check this one out. But yeah, this is a definite awesome fucking movie. Then we got, this is one of the ones that I just got from Brian, The Haunting of Alice D. This one, I watched it all the way through, but I cannot, for the life of me, remember exactly how it ended. So, I'm not really going to give this one a rating, because that wouldn't be fair. So, I don't know why. I've been racking my brain, like, why the fuck can't I remember? And then we got this Crow Valley. It says Misery Meets Wolf Creek. This one wasn't bad. It's a lot like Hard Candy, if you've seen that, but in a different, with a different storyline and stuff. But it's kind of got some aspects of Hard Candy. So, I say about a 3 for this one. Okay. And then we got this one, Point B. The Science Hits the Fan. A fun throwback to a cool sort of 80s movie. This one wasn't bad. It's basically they invented a teleportation device, and people, you know, are wanting... Can we move, please? People are wanting to try to buy it from him and steal it and all that kind of stuff, and it just kind of goes along with that. And I think this one, let me see, what did I give that one? Uh, 3.5 for that one. Okay, and then I watched Underwater, which is another one I just got from Brian. Underwater, I gave 2.5 stars. It wasn't necessarily terrible, it's just, it was astronauts underwater, basically. I mean, they had the suits and everything. It was nothing like what I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I thought it was going to be, 'cause I don't know if I've really even seen a preview for it, but it was not my favorite, so I didn't really care that much for it. And then watched Sputnik, and this one is also IFC Midnight and Scream Factory. This one was in Russian, but it also does have English dub, so that's the way I watched it. This one, I think I'm going to have to actually give this one a rewatch, because I think I might have been confused or something on some parts. But, I mean, it wasn't bad. I think probably about a 2.5 as of now, but like I said, I do want to give it a rewatch. So, and then this is fucked up, because I bought this one from Brian, again. I did already have it, but my copy skipped. And this copy skips. So, I was so fucking pissed off, because I remember, I don't know where I watched it at, if it was maybe before my copy skipped or what, but this is a really good movie as far as I can remember. It's a survival type movie, which I really like. And it's, I don't know. It's not like very severely scratched or anything. So, I don't know why it skipped. So, like, compared, let's see. Like, even Fracture, like, compared to some of my other movies and shit, like, it's not... Like, there's that. And let's see. Like, Like, I'll show you Little Miss Sunshine. Like, I was so nervous about playing this one. I was like, there's no way this is going to play when it skipped on those ones. Like, this is Little Miss Sunshine, and it played no problems. So, I mean, I know it could be because of how deep the scratches are. Some of these could just be surface level type shit or whatever. But, because I made sure not to play this side. This side is way worse, because of course it has to be a stupid fucking flipper disc. Which I guess in this case is a good thing, because that's that side. That's the side I played it on, was this one. Either which way, I know I need to get another copy of this one too. But some of these I've had so long and were used already when I got them. And then leaving them in my binders out in the living room with the cats for so long has not helped their situation. That's why I'm doing them this way now, because this is a much better protective way of storing them. And then got this one from Brian as well, Santa's Little Helper. And I wasn't sure if I'd ever seen this one before, but I think I must have watched it on streaming, because I know I've never owned it before. So, but I have seen this one, so glad to have this one finally into my collection. So got that one, and I think this one was a 4, I want to say. Yeah, a 4. And then, again, another one, I think all of these, but I'll just do this one, and then the rest are all from Brian. I think I got this one from Hamilton Book, Possessor. I did not really understand this movie, so I need to absolutely rewatch it. I gave it a 2 for right now, because yeah, as a complicated one for me to understand, I think. It could be one of those ones that you really have to sit there and, like, pay the fuck attention to. So maybe I missed a step, or part of a scene or something that really made it all come together. I don't know. But, I do have it written down to need to rewatch. There is a couple in here that I don't have with me, because, you know, I have my stuff all over the place. So one of them is Crybaby, of course, with Johnny Depp, and that's the other one that I specifically have written down need to rewatch, because I have that one, surprisingly, because of Johnny Depp, of course, but I have that one, honest opinion, I have it at 2 stars. I didn't really care for it all that much, but again, I've never seen it before, and I know that it's, you know, like, a parody, a gimmick. Also, it's is it John, right? John Walters or Waters or something? That dude who did Pink Flamingo, which I haven't seen, but I have heard some just wow things about. But he's the one who, you know, directed and made Crybaby and everything, so I knew it was going to be weird no matter what. So I'm aware of all of that, so it's just, I think I need to watch it a couple of times to really, you know, appreciate it. And sometimes a second and a third watch really can, at least for me, I'm sure for a lot of people actually, because, like, The Witch, that's the main one I always go to. I did not care for that one the first time I watched it. But the second time and then the third time, I liked it so much more each time since that I've watched it. Now I freaking love that movie. So that's why I have it specifically down that I need to rewatch it, because yeah. Next is Blair Witch Project, the 2016 one. I need to actually rewatch the first Blair, or the original Blair Witch, because I don't ever remember there being a house in that movie, because I watched a lot of the special features. It's not like there was that much. There was basically like the House of Horrors exploring the set. So when they were exploring the set of the house, they kept talking about how they were trying to keep everything as original as they could to the first one. But I don't ever remember there being a house or a basement or anything. I just remember them being in the woods. Because it was only like a couple years ago that I finally actually watched the Blair Witch, the original first one. So I never got into the craze of it or anything like that back when it first came out. So, but I mean, it's not terrible or anything, but it's better than the first time that I saw this version. So that's something at least. And then, so that one was, like I said, from Brian. These next three are all from Brian, and then I'll show you the rest of the box. We got Blue Demon, Terror Runs Deep. So this one is, actually, I really enjoyed this one. I think I gave this one a 4. Yep, a 4, because I love the characters. The husband and the wife in this one actually are really great together. They have really good chemistry. And yeah, I mean, the storyline is so stupid. You know, it's the government. They're trying to create a program to use sharks as like bomb detectors or some weird shit like that. I don't know. But and of course everything goes wrong, all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah. And the sharks, of course, look cheesy and fake. But this was 2004. So, I mean, for the time, it was probably pretty good. And, I mean, it was okay. It you know, but it's just, like I said, just the husband and the wife, their chemistry and their camaraderie, whatever. It just, I really enjoyed that more than anything in the movie, really. So, and then we got The Furies. This is a Shudder one. And this one also, like, I like it, but I also don't necessarily get it either. Like I do, but then I don't. So, I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know, head scratchy a little bit. But it says, Halloween meets the Hunger Games, stay alive or die trying. It's an interesting one. I don't know if I even put a rating down for this one yet. Oh yeah, I did 3 stars. Might give it a 3.5 stars actually. But yeah. And then this is the other one. I think there's only 2 that I have given 5 stars to, and this is the other one. Now this one, I'm not going to say much about it other than this is a 5-star for me. This is one of the most disturbing movies, and it's not disturbing for, I mean, it's disturbing for an obvious reason, but not for the obvious reason that most movies are disturbing. It's this movie called The Show. And it has Josh Duhamel and Famke Janssen and Giancarlo Esposito. I am so fucking terrible with names. Just, yeah. I don't really know. I don't know if I should say anything about this or give a warning about anything, or if you want to look this up, you can, to kind of lets you know what you're getting into. But I think that this is a brilliant, brilliant movie. It is very disturbing on so many different levels for so many different reasons. And it is absolutely worth, I think, watching, like I said, but it just, and everybody's going to have their own opinion on whether they think it's disturbing or not, or what. So, but like I said, I highly recommend that one. Okay. So, we got The Dark Knight on DVD Steelbook. This is, of course, one of my absolute favorites because, of course, Heath Ledger. But there's the inside and the 2 discs. And there he is on the back. So I think he had this for either $1 or $2. So I went ahead and said, take on that, absolutely. So got that. And then got another A24 one. And it says this, I didn't know this, but this is based on actual events. The Bling Ring. And this is from 2013, 90 minutes. And we got Taissa Farmiga, Emma Watson, Leslie Mann, and those are the only names I recognize. So got that. And then this one, I believe that says, where the fuck are you? I think it says the in between. It's all covered up. It says it in Spanish, intermedio something, but it has Edward Furlong in it. Oh, and Amber Benson, who played Willow's girlfriend. I can't think of her name now on Buffy. So, says from the cinematographer of the Blair Witch Project. And this is an Asylum one. So, Kenny, if you're watching this, I don't know if you've heard of this one or not, but I didn't even know this was an Asylum one. I just think I saw that it had Edward Furlong in it, or also that it was a horror show, and I got any movie that I didn't have in my collection. And then also, okay, I got 3 VHS tapes. So I think these were $2 each. But we got the Rage Carry 2. Which, yes, I do actually like this one. This is the one that I watched a lot when I was a teenager. And then I got this one more for Joe, because I've never actually seen this one, even still. Vamp. But Joe, I know, really likes this movie. And then not only is this one of my favorite, like, Stephen King movies ever, because I can just watch this on repeat and I'll never be bored of it, but this is also the inspiration I had for naming my cat Misery, who is no longer with us. So this movie has special meaning to me. Misery. So I had to grab this one. So I was so happy, and it was so cool when he showed this one. And it's in pretty good condition. I mean, you can tell there's some wear, you know, from it being older and everything, but I mean, other than that, it's like in really good condition. So I got those 3. Okay, and then we got this 4 film pack that has Drive Through, Creep, Boy Eats Girl, and it's either Tamara or Tamara. I don't know which one it is. But I have these 2 already, and I don't think this is the same Creep that I already have, and then I don't have this one, so. And then we got Morgue. This one is a Wogo USA. Spanish and Warden. I have no freaking clue what that other one says. 2001. And, yeah, English subtitles, of course. And the slip is very tight on this one, but it does have the slip. And then Jezebel. Or Jezebel. And Evil Boy. And then I got this Horror Movie Classic Collector's Edition. This has Horror Hotel, Last Man on Earth, Dementia 13, The Tear, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, I think, House on Haunted Hill, Night of the Living Dead, Nightmare Castle, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Nosferatu. And there you go. Ow, shit. And then we got the Hologram Man. And this one's cool. It got The Fly and Return of the Fly. The original ones with Vincent Price. That's awesome. And then I already have Carrie, but this one had a lenticular slip. So I was like, okay, that is fucking awesome. So grab that. Jig. No, go this way. Go that way. Thank you so much. And then we got Pterodactyl. One of the people in that I see in the chats a lot on in Brian's show, he actually paid for this one for me because we both said take on this one. So that was really sweet of him. And then we got the White Gorilla. And then we got this triple feature, House of Wax, Return to House on Haunted Hill, and Ghost Ship. And it came with the slip. Then we got Mirrors 2. Oh, there's Nick Stahl. However you say his... I don't... Ugh. I don't know how to say his last name. Then we got Amityville 3D. And then this is a Tales from the Crypt one that has Tim Curry in it. Ritual. And then from the director of Predator 2, Dangerous Game. And okay, 25 Fright Night Classics. Guess it's only 2 discs for all of these. Some of these ones I know are on other, like, compilation discs and everything, so you can pause it if you want to check that one out. And then I got this Chucky collector's set, and I got it mostly just because of this part, you know. But this has Child's Play 2 and 3, Bride of Chucky, and Seed of Chucky. But I just love that part, so that way I can have this on display. And then we got Altitude. Plaguers. And Creature. We got Miners Massacre. Death Row. And this one has the slip. And The Legend of Hell House. Then we got The Turning. And then I thought this was cool. Of course, I already have Halloween 2, but Halloween 2 on a snapper case with this different artwork I've never seen before. This is a Good Times one. Oh! Shit. Forgot the inside part is broken, but I got this mostly as just a display piece. Because I like that artwork. And I thought it was so cool. I finally found frogs. Or I finally got frogs. And then I got Willard and Ben. Now these ones are burnt copies. Looks like they were made from like in Japan or something like that, because right down here, but it does say all region on here on both of these. And what sucks is that I didn't know there were 2 movies of Willard, that there was a remake or a reimagining, whatever. And so I had both of the Willards in my stack. You know, the other one that has a Crispin Glover in it. But because I didn't know that, I asked him if he would take that one out, because I thought they were going to be the same movie. So that fucking sucks. But you live and you learn. Then we got Amityville 4. And then again, I have the steelbook and everything. This is another one of these movies I absolutely love, but it has the lenticular slip. Wait, is that... I think that's right. I was so confident when I said it precary, and now I don't even know. Is that what I said? When I said precaries? I don't know. I'm also exhausted. I haven't slept at all. Move some of this shit. Alright, we're almost done. I know this is a super fucking long ass video. And then we got 13 seconds. And this one says it's inspired by true events. No sin goes unpunished. The entrance. And then we got House. And of course I thought this was the other House, but it's not. It's this one has Michael Mazdon and Bill Moseley in it. This one is from 2007. It says creepy and entertaining, suspenseful, psychological roller coaster ride. So, still happy I got it though, because awesome actors. And then, I believe I have this one, but I don't think I had the artwork or anything for it. So, just grabbed Last House on the Left, the original. And then Eyes of a Stranger. And then we got the, Tingler. I believe, at least. It says ineffectively paced and conceived project and more proof of Castle's talent as a master of entertainment. Okay, produced and directed by William Castle. Okay, and that's Vincent Price. I didn't realize that part. Okay. So got that. And then got the original 1933 classic in glorious black and white. King Kong. So thought that one was pretty cool. And then got Creature from the Black Lagoon. This one, is that right? 1954. I thought this was older than that, but that's what it says. So, got that, and then the last thing that I got, which I think is fucking awesome. Oh, if I can get to it. Come on. And this was only $15 for this, which is fucking awesome. It is the complete series of 6 Feet Under. And it's the collector set. So it opens up like that, and you got all 5 of the seasons, and then you got, I've never seen any of this show, but I kind of know it's about, you know, digging graves, and then you got like the grass, and then like a hole for a dug grave, which I thought that was so fucking cool. And I love Dexter, so, and I know that this has Michael C. Hall in it. So, oh, Jesus. That's not what I meant to do at all, but thank you. And then they have this little extra thing that's like, you know, I guess, yeah, in memoriam, you know, kind of book where you, like, sign in as a guest or whatever. So, but they have, like, where plots, you know, who's where and stuff like that. And then I guess they give you details about each cast member on, you know, when they were born in the show and when they die and everything. And then they give you, yeah, they give you 2 different soundtracks as well. Music from the original series and music from the HBO series Volume 2, Everything Ends. So, one's, I guess, from, like, singers, and then one, I'm guessing, might be, like, just, I don't know if these people are singers or if they might just be, like, musical numbers or something. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, I really love this. And thought that was fucking awesome for only $15. When this thing was brand new and first came out, it was probably like, I don't know, how much do you think this was? Or do any of you guys have this set and bought it when it was brand new? How much was it? So anyways, that is everything for this video. And sorry, I know I did a lot of extra talking and a lot of, I don't know, I just haven't had my phone in like 2 weeks. I guess made me a little bit off. And no idea who's actually going to watch this all the way through or whatever, but for anyone who does, Kenny, John, Laura, Jody, anybody, I found this over at Big Lots as well. It's a trivia film fanatic trivia. Says, pass the popcorn, find out who will be the star of trivia night by answering these questions about the silver screen. And it contains 120 cards. So I thought maybe for one of our podcast days, you know, I mean, once we, not for this show, but like maybe couple shows or whatever, once we all, whatever, can do this. I figured, you know, like, you know. Anyways, let me know if you guys, again, highly doubt anybody's watching all the way till the end, so I'll just put it in the chat. But I thought that would be fun to do. Do a trivia night type thing, or just, yeah, different ideas, and whatnot. Okay, guys. That is enough rambling and whatever. Let me know what you guys think of what I have watched, what I have picked up, what do I need to prioritize out of what you've seen me pick up here recently, not just in this haul, but even in any of my previous videos, because I haven't been watching anything lately, so I got a lot to catch up on. And yeah, I would just really love to be able to start having some conversations and just try to do more than just hauls and stuff like that, you know. It's not like I don't love doing the hauls, but, you know, I'd actually like to be able to start talking about and discussing, you know, films and all that good stuff, you know. And, just that kind of thing. And, oh, and Miranda, again, if you make it this far, I did, get your movie in, and, but again, with my phone being down, I need to start writing addresses and everything down, because since the phone wasn't on or anything, I had none of your information or anything down. So, but now that it's back on, I can, I don't know if I'll be able to do it anytime soon. I might actually have to wait until the end of the month, just because it was like over $100 to get my phone fixed and everything. So, but just know that I have that movie for you, and the other stuff that I want to send to you too, and James as well. I saw your message. Sorry I haven't responded yet, but I'll message you here in a little bit, or here within the next day or two. But yeah, we'll get those movies that you have on hold from us, and that'll probably be it. Probably won't be able to do anything else. We'll get those at the end of this month. And, I am trying to think if there's anything else right now. I think that's about it for right now. I can't, of course, probably as soon as I stop recording, I'll probably think of other stuff that I should have said, but anyways, yeah, okay. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. And, yeah, again, just let me know what you guys thought of what I picked up, what I've watched. Have you guys seen any of these? Heard of? I know some of the ones, of course, you've heard of, but some of these you may not have heard of. And all the usual stuff, so. Okay. Bye, guys.